This video is about godlessness and being godless. There are two subsections. The first are the bad but not worst things. They are Job chapter 34 verse 30. It says, "Don't be a godless man. Yet he is over man and nation alike, to keep a godless man from ruling and laying snares for the people." Isaiah chapter 10 verse 6 says, "Don't be godless." God said, "I send him against a godless nation. I dispatch them against a people who anger me, to seize loot and snatch plunder." 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 16 says, "Avoid godless chatter, because those who don't will become more and more ungodly." 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 16 says, "Don't indulge in godless chatter, otherwise you'll become more and more ungodly." 2 Chronicles chapter 15 verse 3 says, "Don't be without the true God for a long time." Because what happens is you have distress. The verse says, "But in their distress they turned to the Lord, the God of Israel, and sought him, and he was found by them." Proverbs chapter 11 verse 9 says, "Don't be godless. With this mouth he destroys his neighbor." With his mouth he destroys his neighbor. Job chapter 15 verse 34 says, "Don't be godless. The company of the godless will be barren." Psalm 14 verse 1 says, "Don't say in your heart, 'There is no God.' The fool says in his heart, 'There is no God.' They are corrupt. Their deeds are vile. There is no one who does good." Psalm 53 verse 1 says, "Don't say in your heart, 'There is no God.' The fool says in his heart, 'There is no God.' They are corrupt, and their ways are vile. There is no one who does good." Second subsection is the worst things. Romans chapter 1 verse 18 says, "Don't have godlessness. The wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness of men who do bad things," etc. Romans chapter 11 verse 26 says, "Don't have godlessness. And so all Israel will be saved, as it is written, 'The deliverer will come from Zion. He will turn godlessness away from Jacob.'" Job chapter 36 verse 13 says, "Don't be godless in heart. They harbor resentment, even when he fetters them. They do not cry for help. They die in their youth, among male prostitutes of the sinners of the shrines." Jude chapter 1 verse 4 says, Don't be godless men. For certain men whose condemnation was written about long ago have secretly slipped in among you. They are godless men." Hebrews chapter 12 verse 16 says, "Don't be godless. See that no one is godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his inheritance rights as the oldest son. Afterward, as you know, when he wanted to inherit his blessing, he was rejected. He could bring about no change of mind, though he sought the blessing with tears." Job chapter 8 verse 13 says, "Don't be godless. Their hope perishes." Job chapter 27 verse 8 says, "Don't be godless. For what hope has the godless when he is cut off, when God takes away his life?" Isaiah chapter 33 verse 14 says, "Don't be godless. Trembling grips the godless. Who of us can dwell with the consuming fire? Who of us can dwell with everlasting burning?" Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 11 says, "Don't be godless, as even a prophet and priest. Therefore they'll be banished to darkness." Isaiah chapter 29 verse 16 says, "Don't say to he who formed him, 'He did not make me,' or you'll vanish and be cut down,